As I've told you students that the central bank is the apex institution in any of the country. Every country has its own central bank, and India also has its central bank, which is the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, and it was set up on April 1, 1935. You can see that what is the major role or what is the purpose of setting a central bank. Okay, see, the only major purpose to set up a central bank is it acts as a guardian and supervisor. It acts as a watchdog on the financial sector of the whole country, because the financial sector of any country cannot be left without any surveillance. There must be someone above that financial sector who must be seeing what is happening in that sector, who must be supervising it, guarding it, advising that sector. Okay, there must be someone. So central bank acts on all these grounds only. It acts as a guardian, supervisor, advisor to the financial sector of the country. That means to the commercial banks, to the other non-banking financial companies, non-banking financial institutions of the country. The stock exchange market, the foreign exchange market. Okay, so it works as the watchdog. तो वो नजर रखता है सब पूरी फाइनेंशियल वर्किंग पर, पूरी कंट्री की मनी सप्लाई पर, ओके, इकोनॉमिक स्टेबिलिटी पे, कि हमारी इकोनॉमी ज्यादा फ्लक्चुएट ना करे, एकदम से इतना इन्फ्लेशन ना हो जाए या डिफ्लेशन ना हो जाए, रिसेशन ना हो जाए. All these things related to money, okay, the finance, it is seen by, it is observed, supervised by the central bank of the country. So there are various numerous of functions that a central bank performs. Okay, and RBI also, the Reserve Bank of India also performs these various functions that we are going to discuss. These functions are very important. Okay, they are many times asked in your short notes, and many times they are also asked in the long answer as well. And most probably it will be asked this time also in the long answer to discuss the various functions of the central bank. So do not get confused between the functions of central bank and commercial banks. Okay, so both are different. So students, these are the main functions of any central bank. In maximum countries, all the central banks perform these functions, and in India also the RBI performs these functions. The first is, it is the bank of note issue. That means in India, only RBI has the authority to print the currency, to mint the currency. No other institution, no other authority has the right to mint or print the currency in India. Okay. You should all know that all currency from the denomination of rupees 2 to rupees 2000. It is printed and minted by the RBI. और एक रुपए का जितनी भी करेंसी है या नोट है, it is printed by the finance ministry. It's printed by the finance ministry. That means there is no third organization or institution who can mint or print money. But the monopoly of note issue, only central bank can issue notes. No other institution can issue notes. If anyone is issuing notes, that is illegal. And why only one institution has been given the responsibility to print the currency? There are many reasons. Because if there are many institutions who are printing the currency, then उस करेंसी पे सवाल उठने लगते हैं, उसकी whether fake currency ना हो. Okay, अगर एक इंस्टीट्यूशन कर रहा है तो फेक करेंसी होने के चांसेस कम है. So people have faith, people develop faith in that currency. That currency can be, government can easily see the flow of the currency. Okay, how much currency is being printed, how much is being supplied into the market. Okay, so government can keep a record or track. It creates uniformity in the currency. Okay, when we see a particular 2000 note, then all the 2000 notes are uniform in nature, सब सेम होते हैं. वहीं अगर कोई तीन चार इंस्टीट्यूशंस करेंसी सप्लाई करें तो हो सकता है उनकी यूनिफॉर्मिटी पे इफेक्ट पड़े, और जहां करेंसी की यूनिफॉर्मिटी पे इफेक्ट पड़ता है लोगों का फेथ उसमें से जाने लगता है. यू कुड हैव सीन जो 10 रुपए का सिक्का था, जो 10 रुपए का सिक्का अभी चल रहा है, उसपे इतना र्यूमर्स क्यों फैले कि वो एक सिक्का फेक है, किसी पे रा बना होता था, किसी पे रा नहीं बना होता था, किसी पे छोटा रा बना होता था. Okay, all these things you can see on that 10 rupee coin. The reason for that rumor and the people were not believing was that that coin was not uniform in nature. Although all the coins were supplied by the RBI, but that coin was not uniform in nature. किसी में रा छोटा बना है, किसी में बड़ा बना है, ठीक है. So इससे लोगों की फेथ करेंसी में से जाती है. Okay, so that is why गवर्नमेंट ने एक ही इंस्टीट्यूट को अथॉरिटी दे के रखी है सारे करेंसी को प्रिंट करने की, so that there is uniformity in the currency, the money supply can be tackled, the money supply can be observed. Okay, it can be tracked, and people have faith in the currency, and the quality of the currency should be maintained. Then second function is that it acts as the banker, fiscal agent, and advisor to the government. There are three things. Okay, a central bank is the banker of the government, because government also needs bank. Government has its account in which they deposit the money. Okay, they withdraw. The government withdraws when the time requires for the payment of the salaries of the people and for making payments to the other parties and so on. Okay, so central bank is the bank of the गवर्नमेंट. जो भी एक रिलेशनशिप कमर्शियल बैंक का और पब्लिक का होता है, दैट रिलेशनशिप इज बिटवीन गवर्नमेंट एंड सेंट्रल बैंक एज वेल. वो सेंट्रल बैंक में मनी डिपॉजिट भी करती है, विथड्रॉ भी करती है, लोन भी लेती है सेंट्रल बैंक से, इंटरेस्ट भी पे करती है. सो व्हाटएवर रिलेशन, और सेंट्रल बैंक जो है गवर्नमेंट के बिहाफ पे पेमेंट्स भी करती है, पेमेंट्स रिसीव भी करती है. सो व्हाटएवर रिलेशन अ पब्लिक person has with the commercial banks, that particular relation is with the central bank and the government. Then it acts as the fiscal agent. That means it helps in application of the fiscal policy of the government. That means it उसके गवर्नमेंट के पब्लिक एक्सपेंडिचर को देखती है, पब्लिक रेवेन्यू को देखती है, और अगर गवर्नमेंट को पैसा बोरो करना होता है तो उसकी क्या मेथड होती है. जो सेंट्रल बैंक है वही गवर्नमेंट की जो लोन्स होते हैं उनको मार्केट में प्रमोट करती है, दैट गवर्नमेंट को ये लोन चाहिए, लोग सब्सक्राइब करते हैं उन लोन पे. ओके, लोगों से वो पैसा एक्सेप्ट करते हैं एज अ लोन, लोगों को इंटरेस्ट देते हैं. ओके, और जब टाइम आता है तो प्रिंसिपल अमाउंट भी वापस दे देते हैं. ऑल दीज थिंग्स आर डन बाय द सेंट्रल बैंक ओनली ऑन द बिहाफ ऑफ द government. So that is why it acts as the fiscal agent. Then it acts as the advisor to the government. It advises on various economic policies. It advises the government on the steps to be taken to tackle inflation, steps to be taken to tackle recession, steps to be taken to tackle the international market, the international trade, the foreign exchange rate. All these things advices they keep on giving to the government. So this is quite very important function of the central bank. Then it is banker's bank or banker to the banks. Okay, central bank is also acts as the banker of all the commercial banks. Okay, whatever relation a public has with the commercial bank, the central bank has that particular relationship with the commercial bank. The central bank accepts deposits from the commercial banks. They also advance loans to these commercial banks when they need it. Okay, the various, I have told you various all the commercial banks have to keep a particular ratio of their deposits with the central bank, that is the cash reserve ratio. Okay, so all these things are also there. Fourth, it is also important, it acts as a custodian of nations foreign exchange reserve. That means whatever foreign exchange transactions are done, whatever imports, exports, payments are done, okay, any transaction that is done in foreign exchange currency, that is routed through the central bank only. वो सेंट्रल बैंक की नजर में जरूर आता है कोई भी फॉरेन एक्सचेंज ट्रांजैक्शन अगर हो रहा है. So all the transactions are routed through the central bank. किस वजह से? क्योंकि सेंट्रल बैंक देखती है कि फॉरेन करेंसी में इतना ज्यादा फ्लक्चुएशन ना हो, अदरवाइज कंट्री के इंटरनेशनल ट्रेड पे बहुत ज्यादा असर पड़ता है. That we will study when we'll come on to the balance of payments. Okay. So जितना भी नेशन का फॉरेन एक्सचेंज रिजर्व है, it is with the central bank. Gold reserves is with the central bank. Okay. It acts as the custodian, a watchdog of the for the nation's foreign exchange reserves. जितने भी कंट्री की डिफरेंट कंट्रीज की करेंसीज इंडिया के पास आती हैं, वो एज अ रिजर्व मेंटेन रहती हैं विद द सेंट्रल बैंक. Then lender of the last resort. This is very important. Many times this has been asked in the short answer. What is the meaning of the lender of the last resort? See, it means that we all know that commercial banks also need money. Sometimes they need money, they need loans for fulfilling certain things, for fulfilling the for expanding their business. So what commercial banks do, they ask loans from different banks. For example, Punjab National Bank को लोन की जरूरत है तो उसने SBI से लोन के लिए बोला, या उसने कैनरा बैंक से लोन के लिए बोला, बट किसी ने भी सबने लोन देने से इनकार कर दिया. No one is ready to give loan, no one is ready to give some financial assistance to a particular bank. Then the last resort, the last you can say जो आखिरी चारा बचता है किसी कमर्शियल बैंक के पास to get the financial assistance, that is your central bank only. That is why central bank is known as the lender of the last resort. That means if the commercial banks are not getting the financial assistance, the loans from any other source, from any other banks, then they reach to the central bank, and the central bank has to help them because क्योंकि कमर्शियल बैंक से बहुत सारे लोगों का डिपॉजिट्स होते हैं. अगर बैंक डूब जाए, बैंक इंसॉल्वेंट हो जाए, तो लोगों के डिपॉजिट्स भी डूब जाएंगे. तो सेंट्रल बैंक हैज टू हेल्प द कमर्शियल बैंक्स. Then clearing house function, it means that central banks acts as the clearing house, or it acts for the mutual settlement of various commercial banks. हर कमर्शियल बैंक का कुछ प्राइमरी डिपॉजिट का पार्ट सेंट्रल बैंक के पास रहता है. ठीक है. तो अगर एक बैंक के दूसरे बैंक के ऊपर कुछ उधार चढ़े हुए हैं, तो वो दो बैंक जो हैं आपस में उस उधारी को उस कैश रिजर्व से भी क्लियर आउट कर सकते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, पंजाब नेशनल बैंक ने SBI से कुछ लोन लिया था. सो SBI का भी कुछ कैश रिजर्व रेशियो सेंट्रल बैंक में होगा, RBI में होगा, और पंजाब नेशनल बैंक का भी कुछ कैश रिजर्व रेशियो सेंट्रल बैंक में होगा. तो SBI कैन आस्क द रिजर्व बैंक कि मेरा जो कैश रिजर्व आपके पास है उसमें से आप PNB को मेरे लोन का पेमेंट कर दीजिए. So it acts as the clearing house function. It settles the various financial settlements, mutual claims between various commercial banks. Then it is the controller of the credit. This is the very important function, and we will study it in full-fledged manner in the next class. That central bank controls the flow of money supply. See, it is not good for the economy कि money supply central bank money छापती है और economy में money supply होती रहे. और economically ये भी good अच्छी बात नहीं है कि economy में money supply ही ना. So the central bank controls the flow of money, it controls the credit to achieve various macroeconomic objectives, so that economic stability, financial stability can be maintained in the economy. So how do they do that? How do they control the credit? What are the methods to control the money supply with the central bank? What are the various instruments that we will discuss in the next class? So these were your functions of central